is special, man.
This is special.
This is special.
Now I know how Ron Jeremy felt on his first big production. I'm telling you, this is a big room.
It's a big room.
We're in California. At Fender's Studio One.
Yeah, this is really legendary.
Exactly.
This is all the place. You see this on YouTube when you see a Fender video. And anyway, you see a Fender video.
Absolutely.
This is where we are right now.
So yeah, this is level up from little old behind Anderton's studio. But look, so it's NAMM show this week, but I think we are giving you guys a sneak preview of something that may come out a little later in the year.
Right.
Because this is the new Player 2 Modified series.
Yeah.
Player Plus, which is maybe a slightly more contemporary take on the Strat and the Tele and the Fender range, is gone. And Player 2 Modified sits now as building on what absolutely smashed it out the park in 2024, which was the Player 2 release. Yeah. Doing all the cool mods that guitar players like to do to guitars, like put in noiseless pickups in them and lock in tuners and all that kind of good stuff. Yeah. So, Mr. Pete, would you like to start on the... Are you going to start on your Telecaster?
I can do whatever you like, man. You know what I do. I do whatever you like.
I tell you, we might be in a more professional studio, but we still need my paper notes.
And we're still as always.
Right, so you got a Telecaster.
Yeah. With a few mods on it.
Wow, look at the colours on these, man. So colours on screen now. Choice of rosewood or maple fretboards. But
is that actually yellow? Is that yellow? Or is it just butterscotch?
Let me have a look.
Tell me it's graffiti yellow.
I think it is, man. I think it is.
Sunshine yellow.
Okay, so the stuff that has been improved on Player 2 Modified, not improved, modified. Start from the top. Yeah. So you got lock-in tuners with short posts. So what does that mean? So you're talking about the ones that are sort of staggered downwards, are they, as they get away? Anyway.
Somebody with like really short...
Tusk nuts as opposed to bone nuts. Comes with a gig bag now. The noiseless pickups. Noiseless pickups are this never-ending search for a pickup that doesn't pick up the hum and the noise from lighting systems, but still retains that, you know,
clarity.
Exactly. All those nice characteristics of a traditional pickup. Treble bleed circuit. All the tone controls, push-pull to do different things, which we'll talk about in a minute. And then you've got, still got a dual fulcrum tremolo system, but now with the higher mass steel blocks rather than the bent steel ones. And you probably can't see this. In fact, you definitely won't be able to see this on the Strat, but you've got this chamfered trem block, so it gives perhaps a little bit more play inside for crazy dive bomby stuff. So
this is beautiful, man. Look at the burst. It's lovely. With a pearl.
Your push-pull thing does the series parallel thing in
which position? Are you sure? Should we try it out?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's have a listen. What are you playing through, Mr. Pete?
I've got a nice little pedal board I've set up here with some Fender pedals. I've got the pedal. I've got a pugilist. Is that what it's called?
I believe so. The pugilist
distortion pedal, which I've just set to like a slight gain. Delay pedal and a triverb. Do you remember we did the triverb?
Sorry,
I got
deeply excited and distracted here because, of course, the one guitar that we don't have today, which is a crying shame for all you Richie Sambora fans out there, is they are doing this guitar in 3 different colours with a Floyd on it.
Really?
Yeah, look at that. That's wicked. Anyway, that's basically all the spec. You take them through the tones, Mr. P.
And I've got a deluxe reverb amp here. So I'm not quite sure what the difference are. You got the 70...
68.
68. I've got the
65.
Yeah.
So yes, I have more of a Bassman kind of tone stack on it, so I think it perhaps will break up a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I don't have.
And that's more vintage.
I haven't wound it. Any gain you're hearing on my sound is coming from my pugilist pedal.
Pugilist. That's called.
I've got a compugilist. Yeah, compressor and a distortion in one.
Fender into a Fender, man. It's one of my favourite sounds at a Telecaster as well. It sounds great.
Yeah. So hard with noiseless pickups, I think. They're so close now, aren't they? It just sounds to me like a Telecaster.
And if you're a gigging musician, then they're just perfect for that, you know, so you don't have to worry about lights and all that different
And you
stuff.
should, with the treble bleed, you should be able to roll the volume down a little bit and hopefully not lose that kind of clarity on the top end. Clarity.
Right, let's try the middle position, see what happens, and then I'll just dial the volume back. So it does that. I have to put more reverb on because this reverb is so fantastic.
I'm fascinated as to whether or not close miking an amplifier, how much
compares to this,
how much of it will sound different to where we're in the studio. This space is probably 10 times the space we have back in Guildford.
It's 10 times
like
the shop.
Yeah, but it's
with like how long are the ceilings are here? Like 10 meters, 15 meters.
I kind of feel like
Sorry.
what you hear in a room like this is what these amps were made to be.
And it's just
You
so
know,
delicious.
I don't even know if there was such a thing back in the 50s as like a bedroom guitar player, was there? Like guitar amps were made
and
to
if
go
they
and
played, they just turned it up and played
play
it,
for an
and
audience,
nobody was
but
moaning
it
about the
sounds
sound.
great.
Here is the bridge. I do have a lot of reverb on there. Now I'm going to pull this, because it's a pull. And what happens is, regardless of which position you're in on the switch, it just changes it to series.
So
you
get two pickups, like a humbucker.
Yeah, like a humbucker type thing.
That's
So
interesting.
here's the bridge. Pull it. So
A lot more bass end.
fat bass ends. So now it doesn't do anything wherever I go.
Does the volume do anything?
Yeah.
So it's still wired through the volume and the tone stack.
yeah.
It's just the
But
pickup wiring that's
does
different.
the tone do something? Let's try that out. Okay, that's cool. I like that.
I don't think I've seen them do that before.
No.
Normally it would only work if you were on the middle position, but it makes
Anyway.
sense. It makes sense.
Let's
Mr.
try
Pete.
some gain. Pull that switch. Middle position. Do have a lot of reverb on. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Here's the neck.
This will take me back as well. If you go back to like 1973 or whenever I was making videos with Rob Chapman, the Pugilist won one of the very first ever distortion pedal shootouts.
I was there in
blindfold.
1973
Were you?
doing that. Yeah,
Were
man,
you?
absolutely.
Good for you.
Because that came out when I was about 6. Very dynamic as well, but you know it's a Telecaster and
With that middle pushy pulley thing.
Yeah.
What other tone do you need? You've got some great clean sounds, some great rhythm sounds, great lead guitar sound, great with clean, great with distortion. It's the ultimate guitar, ladies and gentlemen, the Telecaster. Yeah.
I
Anyway,
really like
all
it, and it looks really good. Plays really nice, by the way, as well. We didn't talk about the fit of it's like a lacquered, a satin finish on the neck, right? Rolled
So
forward.
the old Player Plus was a different neck profile to Player 2. So it would have had a 12-inch, very flat radius fretboard. Player 2 modified now is the same neck as you would get on a Player. So it's 9.5-inch radius, super familiar, just going to feel like a regular Strat, which is what we all love, right?
Yeah. You take it away.
So whose guitar does black with white pickups
That's
look like? Enough said there. It's a classic look. It's not the only colour you can get this in. But yeah, I mean, really, I quite like the concept of, there's nothing, the Fender Strat is so fundamentally such a good instrument. I quite like the idea that all they've done here is just decide to mod some things rather than radically change some things.
Yeah.
So I mean, Player Plus as well had some pretty crazy colours. It really was like almost like let's try and do something for like the the next generation. Whereas this feels to me just almost more of a throwback to how people would
a normal colour.
You just modify your old Strats, wouldn't you? So.
Yeah.
Let me turn all my pedals off. So I've got this beautiful 68 Deluxe Reverb here.
You know what it sounds like?
Strat. However, I've got what I used all the way through, even for the clean tones here, was the Compugilist, but just like not really a gain pedal.
like
You know,
this
just
little...
if I dig in a bit, even then it's not got a lot. But then it's got, what's quite cool is the other side of the pedal, I've got the compressor, but with the compression all the way off and the level all the way up. And so it just gives me that, lifts the sound a little bit, and then I've got a delay pedal on the floor. But anyway, neck pickup. This is very much the same as every other Strat demo I ever do. Look at that, no noise. It's good. I must admit, it's... This is the future. Position 2. And it's your choice to either coil split the humbucker, so you get a traditional position 2, or have a position 2 with a humbucker at the back. Just throw some extra jazz notes in there.
Yeah. Just, some...
Humbucker.
Wow.
Or split. And if I dump that extra bit of gain in, it's very cool. It's very cool. What's my favourite colour? Let me just refer.
Please tell me there's one of those sun yellow ones with the Strats, but with a...
On the HSS Strat, black with the white hardware. Yes, you can get the yellow with the black guard, blue with the black guard and white hardware. Looks cool.
So this blue here.
Yeah.
But can you get the yellow one with the Floyd rose on it?
Yeah,
it is.
Can you get? No, you can't get yellow with the Floyd. You got a traditional 3-tone sunburst. The white looks
yellow
nice.
That's
it's Olympic
crazy.
white with the torque guard. Oh, such a great colour combo.
Colour combo.
Man, I'm so Richie Samboring out for one of these Floyd Rose ones. I love him. What did you get in the Telecaster? What were your colour options? What's your favourite one?
The yellow one, man.
You just like the yellow, do you?
Yeah, I love yellow.
More than the green. The green looks cool. Black with a black guard.
Yellow. Yeah, mine's still favourite, still yellow.
Should we switch guitars? Let's see what these other ones are like.
Yeah. So this is the 3 single coils. Not so much different from Lee's, but this is rosewood, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Real rosewood.
Real rosewood.
Real rosy rosewood.
Good. I mean, I should just play it, really.
I think you should.
Should we talk about what it feels like? Did we talk about that?
Well, we talked a little bit about having a standard Strat neck, but you know,
nice.
people want to know your opinion, Mr. Pete.
Yeah, I like
not me.
I was a big fan. I was a big fan of the player when Series 2 came out. It was all the right things that's been done to it. So
that looks a lot like your blue Strat.
It does, but I think mine is slightly less dark. It's like a lighter and then a little bit more metallic. Is there metallic in this? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. No, it's like.
But it's a good colour.
It is a good colour.
It's a good colour. That's a good sound. This sounds like a Strat. I don't know, I went there. Didn't you remember we did that reverb and I said like, it's because there's 3 reverbs in it, wasn't it? Yes. Or something stupid. It was completely stupid. That's such a great pedal. But it's not fair because you want to hear it with no pedals on, right? So
I hear it.
And here is
Anything you
the-
want to.
we have to. That's the test, man. I can hear this amp is cleaner as well than yours. It doesn't push the front end.
Sounds
It's no
great.
pedals on. Let's try the pushiness.
Oh no! Because
No,
now I'm
no.
going to ask you to show us the push-pull thing, and you've probably.
Oh!
Is it out of tune?
Is it out of
or-
tune
Let's
now,
see.
'cause I
It's a
did it
good
up-
tremolo tune.
Close enough.
Close enough. Jimi Hendrix wouldn't have cared.
He wouldn't have cared at all. So the push-pull thing, so if I'm in position 1, 2, and 3, it'll
Sweet.
bring in the neck, right? I always find this a bit awkward, you know.
Let's just say it now, please. Could everybody just use push rather than push-pull?
Because I'm like trying to...
I know it's going to be like $5 more or something, but it's what we want.
Yeah. We're
Anyway.
saying that in here. That's honestly.
I know, literally,
we're
we're getting
in
killed
the-
by Fender employees as we
in
walk
the
out.
lion's den, isn't it?
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, it's great. It's
This
great.
one?
Yes, go for it, man.
One of the things, so I must admit, I've spent the entire video thinking that this is a butterscotch guitar, whilst simultaneously talking about there being a sunshine
reggae.
sunshine yellow in the range. Of course, if you look at this closely, I don't know whether we'll pick this up on camera. I might have to do a super close up. It has a very subtle metallic finish to it.
That's the sunshine.
But other than that, it's quite butterscotchy. So I guess it's certainly not like a Ferrari yellow kind of vibe, is it? Anywho, we
yellow.
have got a humbucker in here, especially voiced for the new Player 2 Modified series.
Lee, is that noiseless?
Well, it will be. I got the taste. It's quite dark, isn't it?
Humbucker.
So that's the middle position. Again, a bit like the Strat that I had before. My push-pull coil splits the humbucker, so
Right.
I can have dark neck, or we can go brighter.
That's a big jump in
Big
sound.
difference, yeah.
Isn't it? Big
And then
difference,
same
yeah.
in the middle position, so I can have the single and the humbucker together, or two singles.
Two singles is quite fun sometimes, you know.
Is it?
Yeah.
I knew. Interesting how, even for a single coil pickup, it pushes the amp way more than the Strat. Anyway,
He's a joker.
what else? There's not much else to tell you on this. I mean, it's got like a Keith Richards kind of vibe to it in this
doesn't
colour,
it?
isn't it? But
It's cool, man. I like it.
powerful. I like it. I like it. Which is your favourite one out of the 4?
You know I like a Telecaster.
I know, but what would you do? Normal or humbucker?
Normal.
I would
I'm not I mean, can I pick up all of them?
Yeah.
Probably have like with the Floyd Rose on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I so want to play the Floyd Rose one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
anyway.
that's a cool Strat mod for me.
I'm gonna badger Fender to give us a Floyd Rose play. We need it. We keep saying we need an HSS.
For the studio,
sort of more
with the
affordable
Floyd Rose
HSS. Speaking of more affordable, these guitars are all going to sit round about the £900 mark in the UK. A little bit more with a Floyd or a humbucker, a little bit less without, but ballpark that kind of money. So links below if you want to dive over to the Andertons website. You'll be able to find out exact pricing and an exact spec. But I think that's good. So it's like a couple of £100 more than a Player 2, isn't it? 150, £200 more.
You could easily spend that on putting a set of Noiseless pickups in there or a Floyd Rose on it.
I agree.
So
I agree.
Epic.
Made in Ensenada. Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, Fender, for letting us use your magnificent
cool?
studio.
But let's do another video.
We've got another video to come. I don't know
that.
what day that's coming out on. We can't tell you about what that is just yet. But yeah, stay tuned. Please like and subscribe. And we shall see you in another video soon. Au revoir.